Right, we're starting off a bit of a raw Sika hunt here. We've just been through the car park and there's some guys camped there, 2 guys in rooftop tents, and they're a bit upset that we were going hunting in the area that they had their rooftop tents, but it's public land and that's pretty silly thinking that you're going to just be able to camp there and have a place to yourself. But anyway, we're going to, we've already heard a bit of roaring and I've sent my mate Ross down after a roaring stag down there, and I'm just going to carry on a bit further and see whether I can find one for myself. And the plan is to meet back up here on the top ridge at 1. So hopefully it's a good day. I've got a red stag roaring just down here, and I've been going after him for probably 8 years that I've heard a red stag roar in this area. There's no other red stags around, and he's always on the same knob. I normally would think, oh, it won't be the same stag, but it's pretty coincidental. So I'd like to get him. I think he'll be really ugly, but it'd be good to take him out of the Sika area, and I'd love to see what he looks like. So that's what I'm going to head for right now. Well, someone else got in on that reed first, so I'm now powering it back up out. They didn't shoot it, but I heard them spook it and try and bark at it and that, so yeah, I'll head back up to the top ridge and go for a look for a Sika, I guess. The wind wasn't really good for me to stay down there, and there's people down there, so I'll go back up and try and find another spot. Now I've just had to backtrack like 500 metres because I went to film the next day and went to touch my head. Oh, there's no GoPro on there. It had fallen off, so now I found it, so I'm happy. And now I'll just go back another 500 to where I was, where I saw it there, and there was a bit of roaring, quite far down, but there's a spiker there and some stag pads, so I'll head back that way again. Burning up my morning. Sit down. Sit down. Sit down. Sit. Stressful, eh? But he's down. Got him down. 2 shots. I thought the first shot was in his shoulder, but don't know, he seemed to just shrug it off. Hybrid Sika by the looks. So yeah, well, I actually got to come back down. I went and buggered off somewhere else, and when I came back past the same valley, this red was going again, so I'm glad I finally got him. Now I can just come up and go meet my mate Ross. He's just shot his first 8-pointer too, so it's going to be a good day. Let's go down and have a look at him. Well, there's my first shot. So he was dead on his feet. Now I shot him in the shoulder on the other side for the next shot. So he wasn't going anywhere, but he looked pretty well. Must have just penciled through and he didn't even know. Didn't even know that he was hit. If you've ever wondered what a stag looks like, that's a dominant stag in the area, a red stag amongst Sika, this is what it could look like. It's a cool head, I like it, but yeah, probably target the Sika if you can, but it's good to get him out of the area anyway. Big solid boy he is, so solid. But yeah, he had a bunch of hinds with him. I had all of his hinds standing there looking at me, and I knew I was running out of time, so put a bullet in him, but that was good. It got him through the lungs, and then I got another one in his shoulder as he ran away. So yeah, he didn't even look like he felt the first one. But yeah, I can see the bullet holes. Showed you one, the other one's in this shoulder here. But rolling him's pretty hard on this country. But yeah, I'll sort him out, and then I'll go up and meet my mate and get out of here. That is a big fat neck. Even though he's got a massive fat head, fat neck, he's got real nice fur. I wouldn't be surprised if he's a bit hybrid. His roars were quite high pitched. Just the way that antler goes with that little lump there. Very much like a Sika. But not much else of them is like a Sika. So while we're walking out of here, I thought I'd just tell a little story about what happened between the first time we went after the stag and the second time. We went over and dropped over the other side of the ridge, and we got onto a roaring Sika, and I roared him right in, and there was a nice skinny deer trail leading up to a stag pad. I didn't know a stag pad was there at the time, but I knew the stag was at the end of it. And Nuke went into stalk mode and started stalking straight up the track, and I couldn't stop him. And you know, one roar and that Sika was coming down that track to us. Instead, Nuke got up there and they met halfway, and I couldn't see it properly. I could see it its antlers and stuff moving behind some bushes. If Nuke didn't stop him right there, we would have had the shot. But so he was in the bad books, and he's still in the bad books a bit, but at least he stayed in on the stag and let us get it. I'll keep going. Here's Ross with his first 8-point Sika stag. Awesome.
It's gonna win the Sika competition?
I think that will, yeah. That will. I thought you had 21 bullets.
Oh.
You're going to shoot 21 of them. Not today.
Not today, no.
We'll get them another day. Ross just getting a skull capping done on his one, so he doesn't have to carry the whole head. And that'll be the end of our hunt. Now we just got to boost down out of here and probably argue with the angry young fellas that have tented down at the bottom that think that that means that they own the track. And then we'll be off home. All over and out.